Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be cooking BENACHIN, fish BENACHIN, red one. We have tamarind, we call it ahar. We have spinach. You can use the tin ones or these ones. We have parsley. We have okra. You can use the fresh ones as well. I decided to use frozen ones. And we have these other ingredients. We have fish, lemon and onions. And we have sweet potato, garden egg, aubergine, cabbage, carrots, bell peppers, tomatoes, so chops and fresh one, and paste as well. We have pickled onions as well. Okay, we'll be making the stuffing for the fish. So I'm using parsley, spring onions, garlic, scotch bonnet, and black pepper and jimbo, but I'll be showing you as I'm going. You can decide to blend it, or if you want you can blend it. This time round I've decided to use mortar and pestle to blend or to get them smooth. We'll add the parsley now. It's also optional. You can decide to do without it, but it makes it more nicer with the stuffing in it. So it's smooth now. I'll be adding black pepper. So on Maggi cubes, I just added one, but you can taste it and see if you need to add salt. Let's stuff the fish now. Just make a little space and put the stuffing in like I'm doing. Okay, when you finish, you can start frying your fish by putting the oil in the pan and letting it heat up, and then fry your fish until it's brown. Then you remove it. Okay, after removing the fish, we just fry the onions, spring onions, mixed peppers, and bay leaves as well. So fry it until it's brown before adding the tomatoes in. So I left some bay leaves for later. Okay, it looks brown now. Let's add the tomatoes now. I have this paste, but it's so nice. It's pepper, and I'll just put a few spoons of it and add tomato paste to it as well. I've just decided to use one tomato paste because the peppers makes it nice, and also it just complements the tomatoes, so I didn't want to add too much tomatoes. And here it's very important as well, because you need to make sure the tomatoes is cooked before adding the water to it, because you don't want it to be sour. The tomatoes need to be really cooked to make it taste even nicer. So you have to keep stirring for a while. It could be 10-15 minutes, but just be patient for the tomatoes to be really cooked. And you can add salt to it while stirring, and keep stirring. If you need a break you can, but don't leave it for long because it will burn as well. So it's almost done here, because I've been stirring it for a while. You can see the oil has changed color. Okay, and then add the chopped tomatoes. I've added the chopped tomatoes and the fresh ones together, so it's all mixed in the bowl. After adding this, you stir for a while as well and let it cook. I think this is well, you get the other important bits, but I think this one for the red BENACHIN, the white one is different, but the red one, when you're cooking it, the tomato bits makes a difference. When you cook it properly, you can taste it in the food, so you have to be patient and make sure the tomato is really cooked. Yeah, so I added vegetable seasoning here and stir a bit more. Okay guys, I'm still stirring, but you can see the color, the difference from here. Okay, we add salt as well. So now I added the water to it. So I add the amount of water I want at this point. Okay, because I want to put enough water to be able to cook the vegetables, the fish and the rice. So let's add the vegetables now. So. Okay, I've not mentioned dry fish earlier on, but it just gives it a really nice taste, especially when you're cooking with fish. And I do put it there when I'm cooking different type, but it's so nice when you add it in. Okay, I'm adding the blended onions, the red and white onions, spring onions and garlic. That's what I'm adding now. And I'll also be adding the stuffing that I used for the fish. There was a leftover, so I used it as well. Okay, and I add the Chinese salt and the seasoning. So this is where I then add my seasonings as well, the ones that I want. So you can choose any seasonings that you want and to add them. So yeah, you use salt and whatever you can, just make it taste nice. Okay, we're adding a seasoning that I normally make and keep in the fridge for the days that I want a quick thing. Grill, anything you want to cook, you just put it. So there are two different types. I've made a green one and just a normal mixture of ginger, garlic and other stuff, but I might make it one day in another video, so I'll show you how I make those seasonings. So I just waited for the vegetables to cook a bit and before adding the fish, because you don't want to add the fish in an early stage. You just mess the whole thing, so I leave it to cook, leave the vegetables to cook for a while first and then add the fish. I'm adding the pickled onions as well, so and be careful while you're stirring here because you don't want to mess the fish. Okay, I've left it to cook for a while, so I'm removing the scotch bonnet and the fish, because if you have kids, well, you won't want the scotch bonnet to mash up. Okay, after removing the fish, you can check whether the vegetables are done, and you can remove all of them. This is the leftover of the blended onions and the stuffing for the fish. So I've just added everything I needed to add before putting the rice in. So, and check the seasonings as well once again before putting the rice in. Okay, you can then put the rice in now. I've steamed the rice for a few minutes in the microwave. I've washed it and steamed it in the microwave for a few minutes. So we can add it in now. Okay, make sure the water in the pan is enough to cook the rice. It's better for the water to be less than more. You don't want so much water and less rice, because your rice might be soggy, so it won't be nice. Make sure it's just enough. If you think that the water is too much, it's better to just reduce it in a bowl and then add the rice first. If you need to add that water you've reduced, then you can add them. Try to check it like for the first 5 minutes after. Stir it and see. So you cover it again and leave it to cook. You make sure you reduce the gas. You don't want it to burn after all this effort. Okay guys, this is the final stirring for me. You can see the difference. It's well cooked. Oh my god, I can't tell you guys how nice this rice is. It was so delicious. Just try it and let me know how yours goes. Please don't forget to like, share and comment please, and also don't forget the notification bell, just in case I post a video you'll be notified. Thank you guys for watching.